claws, the birth of Nimrod, and not the son of God. To you was kinda odd. On the Passover, Christ was born in the spring. So now we bring the truth about the King of Kings. That's Black Jesus and not Caesar Borgias. And the facts can't be changed. It's all about the Most High. It's all about Yahweh Shai. It's all about the Most High. It's all about Yahweh Shai. It's all about the Most High. It's all about Yahweh Shai. It's all about the Most High. It's all about Yahweh Shai. It's all about the Most High.
Shalom, Israel.
Shalom.
Shalom, everybody online. Welcome to another live class. We're here at 8524 South Braesville Boulevard, Houston, Texas. 77072. What's up?
I didn't know we was on.
Right.
Yeah.
We're live, baby. We got class every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Monday and Wednesday from 7 to 9. Friday from 6 to 8. We changed the class schedule, the times. Instead of 3 hours, we're doing 2 hours of class. So what we do Monday and Wednesday, we do class, you hold your questions. If you have questions, we get to them on Saturday, or Kazakia will answer your questions on Friday. Okay? 3 hours is a lot. And it's a lot of information that we give out in 3 hours. And we just want brothers and sisters to retain the info and be able to get it, man. So we're shrinking everything down. We're consolidating the classes to 2 hours again. And then all your questions can be answered during the Sabbath. We're not going to change the timing on that. That's going to be whatever it is. Okay? The same thing that's going on here is going on in Virginia. They're doing 2 hours of class. Then they'll take questions on Friday. Okay? Because they're live on Fridays and we're not. And then we'll come back Saturday, we're live, and we'll take whatever questions y'all got after the Sabbath. All right, their school location in Virginia is 2610 Granby Street, Norfolk, Virginia, 23517. Okay, their class times are Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday from 6. Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday from 7 to 9. Yeah. Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, 7 to 9. Okay, we have a school in San Antonio at 4219 Sundergate Street, San Antonio, Texas. 78217. If you want their class times and days, hit us up. As well as Albuquerque, they're located at 7710 Manial Boulevard, Suite F. If you like their class times, please contact us and we'll get you in contact with those class times. Oh, I love that. Woo! Yes, ma'am. That's a very nice thumbnail. So we gotta update the sheet here. Okay, you can watch our previously recorded kids classes on ISBHPK Kids on YouTube. If your kids want class, like the kids class is every Saturday at 2 p.m. They gotta be here live in class for kids class. Okay, so while we're having Sabbath class for the grown-ups, the kids are having class for 12 and unders. You can catch our Hidden Truth Cable Show every Saturday at 8 p.m. Comcast local channel 17, or you can stream it live on hmstv.org. You can catch the Blog Talk Radio show with Mashaba. That's every Tuesday and Thursday at about 9:30. So you can catch that. You can watch all our previously recorded classes. I mean, I was doing some calculations. Listen, just here in Houston, without the Sabbath, y'all get about 250 classes a year. We've been on YouTube for a while now, barring feasts and things like that, but it's about 250 classes a year, man. So, with Virginia, with Houston, San Antonio, and Albuquerque all combined, you're getting well over 700 classes per year. That breaks down to what, 2 classes a day? If he was really, you know what I mean? If he was real studious, that's 2 classes a day, morning and night. So it's a lot of class. Okay. If there's any garments, anything pertaining to garments that you like, contact the sisters at Israel Wear. Everything Israel Wear on Facebook. Okay, so we have that. Then our school department, they're making and selling fringe shirts. Okay, to raise money for the school. She'll put the flyer up for that. Then we got the Unity garments for the brothers at Street Speak here in Houston, as well as Virginia. Got the Unity garments. The deadline to get your money in is the 31st of this month. $80. They're making the tunic, they're making the girdle. They've already started doing the garments. So, depending on how long you've been here, you already got a headband, you got pants, you got a shirt. Just depends on how long you've been around. Okay? So, they're trying to make a complete black and gold garment, so they're just doing it piece by piece. But if you want a tunic and a girdle, $80, get you in there. It's not bad. It's not bad. To reach any teacher, you can reach Priest Kazakia at 281-707-2737. Text only during class. You can reach me at 303-557-8979. You can email us at isbhpk@isbhpk.org. Any donations you'd like to give, we have the Wells Fargo account, as well as the Google Wallet for any monetary donation. If you want to send any books, any pens, any papers, you can mail them to any one of those any one of those 4 locations, right? You can mail any, Brother got us some apocryphers, right? Zondervan or Josephus, those are for people that don't have them. So, if you want to donate in that way, feel free, we appreciate it. The monetary donation, again, that's, that goes towards the school, man. Any alms, priest fund, offering, whatever you want to call it, that goes towards helping the school, keeping the lights on, paying the cable bill, paying the rent. Okay? So we definitely appreciate that. We got the Feast of the Memorial of the Blowing of the Trumpet, September the 27th. Okay, so that's our upcoming feast. We'll keep announcing that until the time approaches. 7-day feast. There won't be any class that week. Starts on a Friday. Okay, so just making y'all aware of that. We will be here celebrating the feast those days. So we're not going to be online. Neither will Virginia. Okay, that's it for the announcements. Real quick, we're going to get into this topic. Will you be posting your Friday classes at a later date? No, because we don't record them. The Friday classes that are here, there's no camera. That's just straight old school, right? Old school, no camera, no nothing. Let it all out, let all your feelings out, cry if you want. So that's why we let you guys, that's why we still do class on Friday live in Virginia. So if you want Friday class, all you do, make sure you subscribe to the ISBHPK Virginia channel, and you'll be able to get class on Friday night. And then we come back on Saturday. So make sure you like, share, subscribe that channel, and you'll be able to get class. You'll be able to get class on that Friday until something changes. I'm sure we'll end up going back live at some point on Fridays here in Houston. But for now, it just is what it is as far as trying to make sure that you get to see it. You get to see a little bit of Virginia. You get to see a little bit of us, and it's not 2 classes going on at the same time on the same day. That would be counterproductive. All right, so that's it for the announcements. We got 2 hours. So let's get right in. So y'all see the topic. The topic of this class is, what's the topic of the class?
Is my wife a whore?
Is my wife a whore? Right? And just like, I know y'all, who watched yesterday's class? Partially, right?
That was good.
And it was going in and it was talking about, is my husband a fool?
Mm-hmm.
Because you have these instances where, yes, a woman will be with a foolish man. And Kazakia killed that one. But you do also have instances where a man will get caught up by a whorish woman, because that's the agenda of a whorish woman. Now, first and foremost, how do you recognize a whore? Or a whorish woman, or a woman with whorish tendencies? How is she recognized? How do you know, like, man, that's a hoe right there. Right? Ludacris said it, you got hoe tendencies. Hoes are your friends and hoes are your enemies.
Wow.
Right? What are the tendencies of a whorish woman? What's one giveaway?
Body language.
Right? Body language. What else?
Appearance.
Whoa. Her what?
Appearance.
Yeah, that's the first thing. Think about it. The first thing you see on anybody is, and what gives it away is their appearance. If a dude walks up with a white jacket and a stethoscope, you're gonna be like, oh, what's up, doc? Cat walks up, badge and a gun, you're gonna be like, hey, what's going on, officer? Chick walks up with boom shorts and her nipples pierced and out, you're gonna be like, damn, what up, ho? Right? You gonna, what's up, ho? Right? There's no formalities needed. So you're gonna know a woman by the way she, or a man by the way they dress. Go to Ecclesiasticus 19 and verse 29. Ecclesiasticus 19 in the Apocrypha. 19 and 29. This is the first giveaway. This is the first thing, and you know, it's sad because some men like it. They like that chick that looks like a hoe. They like the fact that, yeah, she got her nipples out, go ahead and show it off. They like when she got the tight spandex shorts on, like she's supposed to be in the gym.
Yeah.
But she just wear those as pants. Everyday attire. She don't wash them in between. She sleep in them, wake up, go to the mall. It just smell like crab cakes and must. Hey, listen, that's what hoes do. They're about the outward appearance. We're going to get it. Watch. Ecclesiasticus 19:29. Read that.
Ecclesiasticus 19 verse 29.
Go ahead.
A man may be known by his look.
Right. And a woman. A man is going to be known by his look, and so is a woman. You're going to tell a respectable woman by the way she dressed. The first thing you'll see, like, wait a minute. She's modest. She's covered up. It's going to dawn on you that, okay, she might have a wherewithal of the way she's carrying herself. Now, a whole other thing comes out when she opens her mouth. But first and foremost, you see a person's look, and you're like, okay, this person can be respected. But you look at a woman that's dressed whorish, what respect does she get? What respect does she get? She don't get none, right? Because all dudes are doing is drooling over her. All they're doing, they're trying to feel on her. And then you got the audacity to be mad when niggas is looking at you and trying to feel on you. How can you be mad at that? You walking around in your Victoria's Secrets in the mall.
Right.
Or less than Victoria's Secrets. Right? You walking around in your unmentionables.
No draws.
Right, literal draws, walking through the mall. I seen a chick walk through the mall one day. You know those sheer, like it's like a nightgown type of thing?
Mm-hmm. Oh,
bro.
God, yeah.
Bro, she had on straight lingerie in the mall. Draws under and it was see-through, and I was like, whoa.
Probably some slippers too.
But then get a little fuzzy pink. No, she had the little slippers with the fuzz on it because her nails was did, because that's what hoes is on. My nails is did, my hair is did, my skin is soft and silky, right? And I just got the butt injections, right? I just got tight, everything's good. Look at me. That's what they be about. The attire. So you know a person, you know a man by his look. If you look like a firefighter, you're going to more than likely be approached by, hey, come put out this fire. You look like a cop, they're going to deal with you as a cop. You look like a hoe, you're going to get dealt with like how a hoe get dealt with. Go ahead.
And one that hath understanding by his countenance.
Go ahead.
When thou meetest him.
Right, so you can tell a man of wisdom by his countenance. You can tell a man of understanding or a woman of understanding by their outward look and appearance. Read on.
Verse 30. A man's attire,
right,
and excessive laughter.
Right, so that hoe's attire and that excessive flirtatious look that they be having. Go ahead.
And gait.
Right.
Show what he is.
I mean, that's plain out. That's plain out.
Shows what he is.
Your attire is gonna, if you look like an Israelite, people are gonna think like, wait a minute, you got fringes on, shalom.
Right.
They don't look at you as fringes and say assalamu alaikum. Right?
La
Right, because they're like, oh, wait a minute, he's rocking fringes. That's an Israelite brother. Right? Look at a sister. She's modestly dressed, fringes, hair wrap. They go, oh, shalom, sis. That's what I do. I do that regardless if I know who they are or not. You know, just out of, but you look at a chick, man, half butt naked, half dressed, and you like, wow, this chick, that's terrible. Go ahead. You gonna say something? Go to Ecclesiasticus 26 and verse 9. I see you there. Yeah. God.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 26,
hilarious.
verse 9.
Go ahead.
The whoredom of a woman.
The what?
The whoredom of a woman.
Yeah, the level of hoe that's in you.
The whoredom.
No, don't read. I'm expounding now.
Come.
The level of hoe that's in you is known by what?
May be known in her haughty looks.
In her what?
Haughty looks.
Right. So if you want to know if a chick is an extreme hoe, just look at how haughty she is. There's levels to whoredom. There's a level to this whole mentality, because some think, well, you know, and it's a mind state of what do I need to appear as and what I need to put out there. And what I'm trying to show y'all is that there's a reason why a woman dresses like this, first and foremost. But it's not just the way she dresses. We're going to get into it. Read it one more time.
The whoredom of a woman may be known in her haughty looks and eyelids.
Right, her haughty looks and her eyelids, because what do, man? They dress up their face with what?
Makeup.
With all that makeup.
Mascara.
Right? What's the new thing? Let my lashes be super long, right? Why? What do you think that's for?
Attention.
It's for what?
Attention.
Yeah. It's to snatch that attention. It's to grab up a simple man. That's what it's about. We're going to get into it. It says the whoredom of a woman may be known in her haughty looks. Get that definition of haughty. And then go to Proverbs 7 and verse 10.
Haughty. Proud.
It's what?
Proud.
So the whoredom of a woman be known in the level of pride she carries herself in. Now, what is the pride in? Is it, well, I'm prideful because the Most High is walking with me? I'm prideful because I'm humble? I'm prideful because I'm submissive to my husband? I'm proud of myself because I'm carrying myself with dignity? Nah. That pride is, my nails is done, my hair is done, right? No, I don't need no man for nothing. I can do it all by myself. That's that haughty spirit that these whores carry on them. This whorish woman. Now the sad part about it is that some wives are like this. Some wives, in the truth, are like this because what's happening is they were taught this spirit way before they came in, and they never changed. They never put off that old man, that old woman, those old whorish tendencies. Ludacris said it best, man. You got whole tendencies. But there's a lot of different tendencies that a whorish woman carries, right, before she even leads up to the act of the actual whoredom. There's a lot of ways she carries herself. Israel got to get better at carrying themselves in a more graceful, and the men, you know, we dealt with the men yesterday. But the women, you got to carry yourself in a more graceful manner. What else you got for haughty?
Disdainful.
Right? Disdainful. What else?
Having a high opinion of oneself.
Right, because that's where it comes from. This high opinion of oneself, formulated off of what? Formulated from what, though? That's the thing. Go ahead. No, we're going to get there. Go ahead. I know you want to jump.
Lofty and arrogant.
Whoa. Lofty mind. Lofty, lifted up, and arrogant. What else?
Proceeding from excessive pride.
Woo.
Or pride mingled with contempt.
Right. Contempt for what? It's really contempt for your husband, contempt for Christ, contempt for the Most High, contempt for the Bible, contempt for order. Because you want to go against these things. Right? So from there, go to Proverbs.
Oh, I had
What you got?
a comment. There was a lady that told us in the mall, I think it was like yesterday or the day before, that she goes to get her eyelashes restitched in like every 2 weeks.
Why? Why? We gonna get to why. I know why. I know what she's trying to do.
Like it's like
She gets her eyelashes stitched into her face.
individually, like they go through. She was like, you know, your eyelashes always shaded, but she was
Yep.
just like, she like getting them done.
That's wild.
Yep.
That's wild. You looking like Betty Boop with them big eyelashes. So you can bat them and get whatever you want. Watch. Go to Proverbs 7 and verse 10.
God. Book of Proverbs, chapter 7, in verse 10.
Go ahead.
And behold, there met him a woman
Right.
with the attire of an harlot.
So what is the attire of an harlot? Well, what's today's harlot attire?
Shoes.
Come on. Y'all know what it is. It's spandex, tight ass pants,
God.
tight booty shorts, poom poom cutters, coochie, what they call them, coochie cutters,
Yeah.
right? You outside in your bra,
Or
you outside in anything that's sheer that can be seen through. What else?
or even like it's like they'll put the boyfriend's
T-shirt
yeah,
on.
like extra large t-shirt with nothing on.
Yeah, you wearing tall tees for a dress. That's a whore's attire. You can see it because look at the way she's moving. There's no modesty. She's not covered up. I can see your nipple piercings through the tight t-shirt because you ain't wearing no bra.
Right.
Nobody wants to see that, man. Or man, I was in the mall. Oh my God, I was in the mall. What was it, yesterday? An old girl was walking by, and her little butt dimples were hanging out her shorts.
Yup.
She had like a romper and pulled all the way up, and just butt cheeks. That's a whore's attire, man. That's hoe clothes. That's hoe clothing, man. If it's too tight, all that Victoria's Secret pink velour sweatpants, and they all super tight, and it just says pink along the buttocks.
Oh yeah.
Man, that's hoe clothes. You know that's whore's attire. If that's what they in there stealing. That's what they in there stealing and trying to sell. All that clothes, all these things that are not modest apparel. That's a whore's attire, but that's how you can tell the manner of this woman. That's first and foremost. You can tell what's on this woman's mind. Because why is she dressed like this? What is it that she's trying to do? Read on.
And subtle.
Read it from the top so they can know where you at.
God. Book of Proverbs, chapter 7, verse 10.
Right?
And behold, there met him a woman with the attire of an harlot.
You know what's crazy? Remember that back in the 80s, the attire of a harlot was just a short skirt and a tight top?
Or Daisy Dukes.
Or some Daisy Duke? I'm talking about like actual hookers.
Oh,
I'm talking about actual hookers.
Mini skirt.
But you know what's crazy about that?
fishnet.
Fishnet stockings and mini skirts. But you know what's funny about that? What was the woman's work attire at that time? Wasn't it a mini skirt? Wasn't it stockings?
Con.
Yeah. Like it was working.
Right? And they call them working girls. Right?
Right.
But back in the 80s, a woman that was going to work and working for these corporations, she had on a business-like suit, but that was cut above the knees. She looked like a upscale. Come on, man. Julia Roberts and
Pretty Woman.
Pretty Woman,
Con.
like an upscale hoe. It's sad because the attire of a harlot back in the 80s and early 90s, bro, that's Disneyland compared to what they wearing now. They walking through the streets butt naked. And I'm not talking about the ones on this and that. I'm talking about the ones that slide through the mall.
Con.
The ones that, and the sad part is they 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. But where they getting it from? And then the sad, because what's really worse is when you have a 30-year-old woman that's on the level of a 16-year-old. A 35-year-old woman that's on the level of a 16-year-old.
Right.
A 40-year-old woman that's on the level of a 16-year-old trying to compete with her.
Some grandma.
Whose nipple piercings can show the most? Yeah, some grandmas is on that.
Yep.
I gotta stay young. I gotta keep up with my daughters. Nah, you a grandma. You need to tame it down and be an example. Read Proverbs 7 and verse 10.
Book of Proverbs, chapter 7, verse 10.
Right?
And behold, there met him a woman
Right.
with the attire of an harlot.
Go ahead.
And subtle of heart.
And subtile of heart. What was that subtlety about? What was that? Why did it throw in there she had the harlot's attire, but she was subtile of heart? Because what's a whore's agenda?
Get some money.
Run game.
To do what?
To run game on you.
To run game.
Come.
To run game. That's it. They call them tricks for a reason. They're trying to trick somebody, right?
Come.
They're trying to trick a man. And they do it with that. First and foremost, they got to catch you with the outward appearance. You got a lot of sisters that done trick brothers. They done trick brothers, man. Because the brother wasn't paying attention to the outward. Brothers wasn't paying attention to the outward appearance. But you know what he was looking at? He was listening to what she was saying. You didn't look at the outward and say, wait a minute, how does this woman carry herself? How does this woman appear? How does she look in public? You just listen to her smooth words. We're going to get into it. You have something to say?
Nah, right on that with Proverbs, what you just said, Proverbs chapter 5.
Don't jump. Is it talking about her lips? Don't jump. I got one more point.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I got one more point.
Okay.
Go to Isaiah 3:16. Go to Isaiah 3:16. I'm trying to paint this picture for you of this woman, man. What is her agenda?
Come.
What is the agenda of a whorish woman? Read it, Isaiah 3:16.
Book of Isaiah, chapter 3, verse 16.
Right?
Moreover, the Most High said, because the daughters of Zion are haughty.
They're what?
Haughty.
What? Go back to the definition of haughty. Jermaine, get it.
Pride, disdainful, having a high opinion.
Because the daughters of Zion are prideful, they're disdainful, they have a high opinion of themselves. Go ahead, read.
Come. And walk with stretched forth necks.
Right. Y'all know that woman that walks and she just walking and all up in there like, oh, what, you talking to me? Nah, we ain't talking to you. Get your neck out of here, man. You just want to chop that neck off? Because she's dipping her head into everybody's business. But why? Because she wants to be seen. Watch, read.
And wanton eyes.
And what type of eyes?
Wanton eyes.
Yeah, those lustful. Let me blink at a nigga twice so I can trap him.
Right.
But I'm gonna flash them eyebrows. Right? I'm gonna blink 30 times and I'm gonna put a spell on this man. Why you think they put them eyelashes on, man? Because they want to blink. And you're like, oh my God, butterflies.
Yep.
Oh my God, she's so sexy. Look into her eyes and you just fall into the abyss. And then they put the certain color makeup, the teals, and they make the little line right here with the dark, and oh, they know how to do it.
Shimmer.
The shimmer, so when it blinks, you're like, whoa, she's an angel. Right? You gotta see it.
Come.
Wanton eyes.
Come.
Them eyes, they want something. They're longing. It's lust, though. Lustful eyes. Go ahead.
Walking and mincing
No, I'm already there.
as they go.
Doing what?
Walking and mincing as they go.
Walking and mincing as they go. Just walking and making sure that the booty twitches a certain way. So oh, damn. Whoa. Look at that. And you just sit there and you just fall into booty abyss. Because all you see is cheeks moving. Mincing around. Right? Making sure the little chains on the ankles make noise. She's doing it to be seen. Because the tendencies of a hoe, of a whorish woman, she wants to be seen by all men. She can have a man already, But she's like, nah, I gotta make sure that they all see me. I'm gonna blink at everybody. I'm gonna make sure when I walk into the room, I'm the center of attention. I'm gonna be loud and boisterous. But I'm gonna first do it. I'm gonna catch you with my appearance. I'm gonna make sure that the booty shorts is cut just right. I'm gonna make sure that I appear just right so that everybody remember the episode of Martin where Gina dressed up in that black mini skirt. Y'all remember Martin? Mm-hmm. She was trying to mimic the little model chick that Martin was all infatuated with. And she went and she got the dark mini skirt and the cut real low, and she dropped the trench coat. And the whole fight party just stopped and looked at Gina. And Martin is there watching the fight. Oh, yeah, he looks over like, oh! Right? He's trying to cover her.
Cover up, yeah.
Right, because she was operating like a hoe, man. Like, why you want all these attention of all these men? You got a husband. Why would you want the attention of all these eyes on you when the only eyes that should be on you is your husband? So you do.
Was that had that problem that was it Steph Curry's wife?
Steph Curry. She was like, I want men to look at me.
Right. Yep.
Because they're like
for what? You got kids.
You got kids. you already got a husband.
Right.
You shouldn't want no other dude to try to approach you. Why you want to flirt with danger? The scriptures say flee from sin as you flee from a serpent. Why would you want to flirt with the serpent? Like, oh yeah, I want the serpent to come, hang out with me, buy me drinks, just a little bit of attention. How you think Eve felt? She got that little bit of attention and didn't know how to handle it. We got to see it, man. Read that one more time.
Isaiah chapter 3, verse 16.
Go ahead.
Moreover, the Most High said, because the daughter of Zion are haughty.
Wait a minute. I skipped the scripture. See, y'all getting me hyped. Go to Proverbs 23 and verse 7. Man, I skipped a very good one. Go to Isaiah 23 and 7.
Oh, Isaiah?
Proverbs 23 and verse 7.
Proverbs 23 verse 7.
Go ahead.
For as he thinketh.
Proverbs 23 and verse 27. I'm sorry.
Oh. Proverbs 23 verse 27.
Go ahead.
For a whore is a deep ditch.
She's a what?
A deep ditch.
Now imagine trying to climb your way out of a deep ditch. It's impossible. Why did it equate a whorish woman to a deep ditch? A deep ditch, because the intention was to catch something. The intention was to grab something's attention. That was what her intentions are. So a whore is a deep ditch. Go ahead.
And a strange woman is a narrow pit.
Go ahead. What?
A narrow pit.
Go ahead.
She also lieth in wait as for prey.
She does what?
Lieth in wait as for prey.
Right. She would get all nice and decked out, get the eyelashes good, hair did, nails done, everything did. Make sure that the skin is all nice and shiny. Making sure she smells good. Mm-hmm. Right? She'll do all that. Forgot to brush her teeth though. And then she'll lay in wait. She'll lay in wait, man, and just wait for the next victim. Pop up at the mall and just post up. Or just, no. She does this. She walks laps up and down the mall.
She walks laps.
Waiting for a nigga to come like, what's up, boo?
She walks laps.
She walks laps up and down the mall. Just like a damn streetwalker. Laying in wait. For what? What's she waiting for? She waiting for the next knucklehead to come up and entice her, right? She's waiting for the next man to come up so she can trap him. Now again, a lot of married women operate like this. A lot of you sisters that are married or about to be married or want a husband, you want a husband, but you operating like a whore. It ain't gonna work out. Now go to Isaiah 3:16.
But you know, y'all gotta understand something. You've been engineered like this. Society done engineered y'all to act a certain way. It's not like y'all was, it's not like you were trained.
Don't jump.
By mom.
Don't jump.
Necessarily.
Okay, go ahead.
What it is society is engineering y'all to act certain ways. They're telling you that this is what men like. You know what I mean? They
right.
in Cosmo magazine, this is what 10 things men like. You know, yeah.
A hoe, and a hoe.
Yeah, and then you get your music videos, and she's telling you this is how I get the bag, right? She gives you the image, right? She got the fake eyelashes on down to her feet. She got the fake hair down to her ass, right? And then she's telling you that this is what she does to get the bag. So you're like, okay, I gotta look like that, right? Meanwhile, your Cardi B's are sitting at home with no makeup on, hair not done, in a jogging suit, taking care of their baby with their husband. Y'all see that? You gotta understand how they're engineering you, because your rappers, your artists, they're telling you put out this image. They're giving you a hoe's image and telling you this is how they get the money, this is how they get the man, this is how they get the power, this is how they get drugs, this is how they get their freedom, this is how they get their little trips to Miami, right? You go on Instagram and some chick in a mini skirt or half a mini skirt in a sheer outfit, she's doing her little selfies with the crystal clear blue water in behind her, right? And you're thinking, damn, that's what I gotta do to get it. Y'all see that? They're engineering you like that.
Hold on real quick. I see some disgruntled knucklehead online. Ratazaya. First of all, we're in class. If you would have logged in on time, you would have seen that we're not doing questions right now. Ain't nobody scared of your questions. We're doing class. Okay? So, like I stated earlier, if you had questions, we hold the questions now until Saturday. But if you want to go in there, Dahom, and just answer that question, ain't nobody scared. Stop. You know the pedigree. We answer the questions, but we're not in questions right now. We're in the middle of a topic. All right? But no, Abraham didn't pimp his wife out. Stop. A righteous man didn't pimp his wife. Okay? If we can go through all the scriptures, we're not going to do it now. I'm not going to interrupt my topic because you want to get on here and try to act like we're trying to run from questions. Logging on time. You know, Israel's problem is they want to be on time for everything except for the knowledge. You'll be on time for the white man's job. You'll be on time for the club. You'll be on time for this and that. But if you was on time and logging up on the right time, you would have seen what we got going on. So back to what we were saying. Where we at?
Isaiah 3:16.
I mean, I hate to be like that, but y'all gotta stop it. Don't come on here combative.
Right.
Don't come on here combative, man. Like you ain't been on here and watched us answer every question y'all ask.
Right.
Like we running from something. Stop it, man. Where we at?
Isaiah chapter 3, verse 16.
Read that. Go back to that Proverbs. Go back to that Proverbs.
Verse 28.
And the point that he's making is right on point. It's right on point. How have you developed? And I don't want to jump because I do have a point to bring out on even that. But yeah, society shows you that this is how you get the bag. This is how you get a man. But it's a lie. Because Cardi B will present one thing in a video, but then yes, she'll be in sweats with no makeup and no weave on, laid up next to Offset while his breath stinks. Right? Laid up and they taking care of their baby. Beyonce will tell you independent woman, but then she'll get married to Jay-Z right up under that.
Let me cater to you.
Let me cater to you. Who's the next one? All you little whore-ass women, man. What's her name?
Nicki Minaj.
Nicki Minaj.
Yeah.
She's the queen, right? The queen of whoredoms. But what's she about to go do? Have a baby and get married. So they're presenting you one way, but then they're doing something totally different behind your back. The sad part is you're falling for the outward. You're falling for the music videos. You're falling for the celebrity. You think Cardi B is dressed up all the damn time with makeup and weave and in just bright colors just all day in booty shorts? She gets tired of that stuff too, man. Y'all gotta stop falling for it. Stop falling for it because now this is how you carry yourself. It's sad because they don't even carry themselves like that on a daily, but now you do. Every day your agenda is to walk through the mall and be seen. Every day it's like, what new color weave can I throw in? What new length of nails? What foolish nail design can I put on my hands Like I seen one chick, she was doing the thing with her nails, and like two nails were pointy, and then the other two were like French manicure tipped, and the thumb was just looking like a dish hand. Like, what's going on here? Like, what are you doing? But it's like that's the trend. Like that's how you be different. But it's about that outward appearance. Finish that. Read that Proverbs.
Proverbs 23 verse 28.
Go ahead.
She also lieth in wait as for a prey, and increaseth the transgressors among men.
She does what?
And increaseth the transgressors among men.
It says she increaseth the transgressions. Right? Does it say? Oh, it says increaseth the transgressors. Why? Because this woman is laying in wait to stir up trouble, man. To make men transgress. Think about it. You got certain women that are married, and they do this, and they don't put themselves out there as married, but they'll roll around town and bat their eyebrows to every little dude in their eyelashes, and then when their husband pop up, it's like, why are you looking at my woman?
Right.
Why are you looking at my woman? It's like, whoa, hold on, sir. She didn't say she had a man. She didn't say she was married. She didn't appear. And then that man gotta really question himself and say, well, wait a minute. If my wife is doing this out in the open, what type of wife is she really? What type of potential wife? What type of woman is this that I'm about to get entangled with? But see, you've been trapped by the outward.
God, you know, just that scenario that you said reminded me of something from the other day in the mall. A woman walked by, I gave her a compliment, and she was so into my compliment, and she kept turning back, looking back at me.
But her husband was right there, huh?
Her husband was right there at the Sprint kiosk.
Woo-hoo.
And she go over to the Sprint kiosk, I'm like, okay, dang, she was kind of giving me a lot of attention for her husband to be right here. And then while she at the Sprint kiosk, she's steady looking back over at me. And then her husband comes over and is like, he does like this, and he looks back at me while she's looking back at me too. And I was like, this game comes and was like, you got it, man? No worries. I'm not trying to take your wife. I gave her a good compliment, but she taking it a little too far. She's the one that got the wanton eyes.
She the one that got the wanton eyes, got the stretched out neck, like,
right.
Oh my God, he spoke to me.
Mm-hmm.
But hubby is right here. But she breaking her neck to look at the man that just said, hey, how you doing?
Right.
Right? Mm-hmm. Because why? That's a whore's mentality. Read on. Was that it? Go to Isaiah 3 and verse 16.
Isaiah chapter 3 verse 16.
Right?
Moreover, the Lord said, because the daughters of Zion are haughty.
Right. Proud, disdainful, having a high opinion of oneself, with some contempt for others, lofty and arrogant, supercilious, let's see here, proceeding from excessive pride mingled with contempt, disdain, proud, imperious, lofty, bold, high hazard. Right? Go ahead.
And walk with stretched forth necks.
Right, trying to dip into every business and who's looking and who's watching. Go ahead.
And wanting eyes.
Read. Those lustful, come and get me daddy eyes.
Walking.
Come and get me, big fella. But you got hubby, your husband is right here. It shouldn't work like that. But see, that's where the transgressions come in. And that's where a lot of these fights that happen, these damn women, man, they be sitting there like, eyeing a guy down, and their boyfriend or husband is right there. And you sitting there just batting your eyes at this other guy. And he's sitting there catching the vibe like, oh yeah, what's up? Damn, she peeping me, man. Look, she peeping me out. Man, she want me. And then he go on approach, and then what happens? Man, why you looking at my girl? Why you talking to my woman? Whoa, I didn't know when she was looking at me. And here we go, bar fight. Here we go, brother against brother. Here we go, just all types of confusion and contention. Read on.
Walking and mincing as they go.
Go ahead.
And making a tinkling with their feet.
Yeah, man, they make sure that they right? They make sure that the ankle chains, they put like 2-3 of those on so you can hear them coming. They make a tinkling with their feet. Oh, damn, here she comes. Oh, here she comes.
Or the clacking of the high heels.
Watch out, bullshit. Oh, here she comes. She's a man eater.
Yeah.
Right?
God.
Go to Proverbs. Go to Proverbs 6:25. But that's what these women are. They're men eaters.
Yeah, and again, like what I was saying earlier, the reason I was saying that was because, not so y'all can say, oh, it's not my fault. No, you're being engineered into doing a lot of this stuff. And so what it's doing is basically making you look like you're this type of woman. For y'all that don't know that you were engineered into this life, some of y'all don't even know. You just do it, and it's like, oh, I didn't know that was going to elicit that kind of response. That's all I was raised around. You know, you're raised around your mother, and she's trying to wear your clothes and get your man. So all you know is like when you look at a man, okay, this is how I look at him. You know what I mean? And you don't know it's going to elicit that type of response. Because that's another thing you see, whether you're in the mall, whether you're in the grocery store, the library, wherever, is a lot of these women don't even know what they're doing. You know, they do the haughty looks and the eyelids, and they do the flirtatious vibe and all that. And once you get with them, they don't know how to carry a conversation. They don't know how to clean themselves. They don't know they wouldn't know how to operate in the bedroom if you got them that far. And it's because why? They've been engineered that's how I'm supposed to act. Wow. So what this is about is also that for you sisters to know that, hey, you know what? Since I've been raised in this, let me look at myself, and am I carrying these kind of characteristics? Because you might not even know. You might not have thought, like, you know, you was a hoe. Well, now you could look through the checklist and see, okay, am I batting my eyelids at people like this? Am I trying to switch around when I walk? Like, you see people do this. Like I said, we got extensive experience in the mall. Mm-hmm. They'll be walking normal, but you can tell when they're trying to get you because all of a sudden their walk switches.
The whole hip action is different. It's like, well, no, the one I love is when they get right in front of you and they pull their jeans up to their neck. Right. They do this, and then it's just, I'm like, whoa, why'd you do that? Right? Why'd you wait till you got right here in front of me to pull your jeans up so I can see all the curves and crevices? Right. It's hoe moves. Yep. These are hoe moves, man. Like, it's like hoe finishing moves.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, since the curses are so deep with our people, man, a lot of y'all don't know that y'all even doing it. No. It's just nature now.
And some do though. Yeah. And some know what the hell they're doing.
Well, no, like in the 80s and stuff, you knew a hoe because like she went out of her way to be a hoe. You know what I mean? But now it's like these kids are being raised from like 4 years old, being put in mini skirts and tube tops and walk through the mall.
Yeah, right. They don't jump.
Don't jump.
Don't jump.
So y'all.
But some women, right? They know that in order to get a man, I gotta dress a certain way. Right. Because what man really is looking for a sister that's covered up? When a nigga's like, send me a pic, is he talking about a face profile pic?
Nope.
Nah. So they like, well, I gotta send pics. I gotta dress a certain way and look a certain way to get a certain type of man. The only brothers that ain't looking for pics are Israelite brothers. I hope y'all ain't looking for pics. Like, hey, send me a pic. I know I just met you yesterday, but send me a pic of the booty. I hope brothers ain't doing that. Right? You shouldn't even be concerned with her body and all that stuff. It's here. You should be like, man, what that mind be like? What that mind do? Not what that booty do. But the world, like he was saying, yes, the world has engineered a thought process of the way to get a man, the way to get a man is to trap him with my body first, my outward appearance, and if that don't work, I'm gonna do something else. Watch, go to, I just don't want you to jump into this point that I got. Go to Proverbs 6:25.
Book of Proverbs, chapter 6, verse 25.
Go ahead.
Lust not after her beauty in thine heart.
Right, but that's what the world wants. And that's what this woman knows, that if I dress a certain way and look a certain way, I'm going to get niggas lusting. Yeah. What they call it?
Thirst traps.
Thirst traps. But then you got the nerve to be like, why are you so thirsty? Well, because you're a thirst trap. You're a snare. It says it, a whore is a deep ditch. So, how you gonna be mad when you trapping niggas? You trapping the thirst. You bottling the thirst. Boom. Got the nerve like, these niggas in my DM thirsty. Well, if you wasn't on your Instagram naked, Nobody would be hitting you up.
Fine.
How can you be mad that everybody's hitting you up for doing what you're doing? Now, if you was on there modest, hair wrap, covered up, who gonna hit you up? You gonna get 1 or 2 likes, right? You gonna get 1 or 2 likes. But let them nipples be out, pierced up. Let that nipple ring show. Woo-wee! You be at 100,000 likes and 30,000 comments, man, in 5 minutes. And then you mad because that's what's happening? Go ahead, read on.
Neither let her take thee with her eyelids.
You see this eyelid thing? Why is it so prevalent in the scriptures? Like the eyelids. Because they bat their eyes, man, and they use the eyes to talk to a man. These women know how to use their eyelids to talk to you. They give you a certain look, a certain cut of the eyes. Think about it. You look at your woman and you can tell, like, damn, she's mad. By the way she cuts her eyes, right?
Right.
This sister know what I'm talking about. She was like, yup. She was like, yup. I know. You know that look?
Yep.
You give it to your kids. You look at your kids a certain way. You like, and they're like, they start breathing different. But trust me, a woman that's mastered how to use her eyelids to talk and trap the right man. Go ahead, read on.
That was it for that one.
No, read verse 26.
For by means of a whorish woman,
Who bats their eyelids like this?
a whorish
Who
woman,
uses the outward appearance?
a whorish woman,
Go ahead.
a man is brought to a piece of bread.
Yeah, you see that? She gonna bring a man down to a piece of bread, to nothing, to nothingness. Why? Because her intentions ain't pure. Her intentions ain't good. Because if she's doing that to you, and you married to this woman, and that's how she got you, it ain't nothing for her to do the same thing while she's married to you to the next man. You got to see the mentality of a whore is not the same mentality that the Most High wants as far as marriage. Husband, wife, peace, sovereign, beautiful relationship, agreeing in one. A whore is trying to disrupt relationships. Watch. Go to 2 Peter's 2:14. 2 Peter's 2:14, man. These eyelids is very, very, very important. You gotta watch.
2 Peter, chapter 2, verse 14.
Go ahead.
Having eyes full of adultery.
Wait, so when she's batting her eyelids, it's about what?
Full of adultery.
Go ahead.
And that cannot cease from sin.
And what's the purpose? Read on.
Beguiling unstable
And
souls.
that's the purpose, man. She wants to beguile and trick and trap unstable men that have no standard, that don't understand, wait a minute, this is what an Israelite woman is supposed to be. Not the one that bat her eyelids and worries about and puts everything on the outward appearance, but a woman that's trying to change the inward man. Go ahead, read.
Come. And heart they have exercised with covetous practices.
Go ahead.
Cursed
Go
children.
to 1 John 2:16. 1 John 2:16. Are they still being disgruntled online? Is there still disgruntledness online? Listen, if you believe that Abraham lied, then just log off and teach your own channel. If you believe that your forefather was a liar, then go back to your slave name. Why you got a Hebrew name for it? If you believe that Abraham the Hebrew was a liar, then what you following him for? It don't make sense, right? Right. Where we at?
1 John 2:16.
Go ahead, read.
1 John 2:16. For all that is in the world, and the lust of the flesh, and the lust of the eyes,
Yeah, you can.
and the pride of life.
You said what? All that's in the world is the what?
The lust of the flesh.
What else?
And the lust of the
You
eyes.
see that lust of the eyes, that batting of the eyes? She ain't batting her eyes because I got something in my eye. She trying to bat those eyes, man, to put a spell on you. Try to trap you. Like, damn, she got those beautiful eyes, man. Nice and green, and when the light hits them a certain way,
Right.
oh my God.
Right.
I've heard brothers say it.
God.
Man, I'm only with her because her eyes is nice. Like, what?
Is that it?
Nigga, you're tripping. You're tripping. You got with her because of her eyes? Because she battered her eyes the right way? Well, she did her job. She trapped you. Go ahead.
And the pride of life.
Right?
is not of the Father.
It's not what?
Of the Father.
Yeah, see, the way these women operate, the way this type of woman operate is not what?
Of the Father.
This ain't of the Father. This ain't how the Most High wants you to operate. Go ahead.
But it's of the world.
Right. This is what the world teaches. See, you went into my point. But this is what the world teaches. The world teaches you that this is how you get a man. This is how you operate in society. This is how you get ahead. Right? Oh, just pull down the shirt, show some cleavage, hike up the dress, show some thigh, and they'll give you a promotion. Right? Your man will give you what you want if you just show him some skin. But that ain't the mentality that an Israelite woman is supposed to have. A righteous, loving, wholesome, humble, meek, pure woman. Right? What's up, Jermaine?
It reminds me of this lyric from this song Dangerous by Meek Mill.
Use a hoe
It
by
says-
Ludacris?
No,
Okay.
it says, you were talking about this earlier, but it says, you feel the vibe, it's contagious. Look in your eyes,
Ooh!
shit is dangerous.
Yeah, you look into these chicks' eyes, you like, and you stop breathing. Bro, some women, you'll look into their eyes and you will stop breathing for a second. You gotta remember to breathe. Like, oh, God, damn, she trapped me. She almost got me. That because they know how to look at you and just gaze a certain way in the club. You like lock eyes from across the club. Like, how did that happen? And all of a sudden, she taking you home. I'm a die. What's up?
I don't know if you have this one, but Ecclesiasticus 27:22.
If you in the 20s, if you in them 20 pieces,
27:22.
let me see. Read it. Go ahead. I don't think I got that.
He that looketh with his eyes, worketh evil.
Oh no, I don't got it. Go ahead. Put it in there. I like that.
Ecclesiasticus, chapter
I think
27
I beat the point, but go ahead. Go ahead. Read.
and 22.
Uh-huh.
He that winketh with the eyes worketh evil.
He that do what?
Winketh with the eyes.
Yeah, man, all that winking and blinking and batting of the eyes and they do what?
Worketh evil.
They work evil. Right? Now, what's another way that this whore woman traps a man? What's another way? We know she uses the eyelids. She uses the whorish attire. Everything tight. It's like, damn, everything gotta be tight on you. Even when you wear a dress, it's skin tight. A sundress ain't supposed to be skin tight. It's supposed to be loose to let that breeze go up in there and be breezy, and it's supposed to be airy. But everything you wear is just like spandex on you to accentuate every curve, to make every nigga just lust, to get all the attention.
I gotta burst people's bubble though, especially for y'all sisters, because we got y'all thinking that y'all the trap. By the conversation we've been having so far, you think you're the trap. But here's the problem. What's the alluring part of a trap?
The tricks, the little thing that's dangling.
Okay, what's the thing that's dangling?
Like
Booby trap.
like little sweets, little flirt, little
Booby brides.
What is that called, man? What is
The
the
bait.
There you go. You're the bait.
God.
So you gotta understand, you're not you're the alluring part. You're the bait. You ain't nothing but bait. So who's operating the trap?
Ooh.
Who's trying to catch the man? Who's trying to catch the righteous man and throw him off guard?
We just said it. The world.
So you're a tool for somebody else.
You're a tool for Satan.
You're not the trap. You're the bait.
Cause I get a good class on that though about how the woman helps the beast.
Right.
Cause that's what you're doing. You're helping to trap this man into what?
Because we always talk about the mark of the beast.
Right. Right.
Everybody looking for a little rice chip.
This is it.
You know what I mean? But no, you're being a tool for the beast.
This is it.
You're burying the mark of the beast when you do that. When you pull that mini skirt up there, past your thigh bone, that's the mark right there. You're doing that. When you pull that dress down a little extra, right? You're burying the mark of the beast on you.
I seen one the other day. I've been going into the mall a lot more frequently. Right. And she had on pants and they were loose, but it had a slit all the way up from the bottom of the pant leg all the way up to like her hip.
Right.
And then on the other side, it slit all the way up into the crotch. So if she wasn't wearing drawers, you would see all of it. I'm like, what's the point of wearing pants if everything is just cut open? When she walks, everything just flares every which way. And I'm like, whoa, what's the point?
Right.
What's the point?
Or you go into the gym, because some of them want to be, well, I don't walk through the mall. Okay, you at the gym, and you got the super crop top where the under boob comes out.
Right.
And you got the super tight, extra no breathable spandex on.
Right.
Where your camel toes showing and you can see outlines of pubic hair.
Oh.
When you got it that tight, you doing nothing but squats.
No, but
and thigh exercises.
You're a hoe. But the sad part is that. But the sad part about that is though you'll wear that around. You'll wear that around like it's regular clothes. You'll wear that around like it's regular ass clothes to the grocery store, to the mall, to pick your kids up from daycare, to the food stamp office, to drop them off at school. You'll ride them, get that gear around like that's everyday attire, and then got the nerve to be mad when somebody looks.
Yeah, and it's so ingrained that by the time you come in here and we say, hey, you got to put on a dress, then we're the enemy.
Y'all trying to control me. Nah, sis, we're trying to help you breathe and stop yeast infections.
Yeah, like,
that's what we're trying to do.
If you flip that a school has a certain attire you got to wear when you come in, if you flip and lose your mind off of that, you've been engineered.
Yeah.
You understand? You've been brainwashed and engineered. Like, what school do you go to and they don't have a dress code? Think about that.
Yeah, you can't be a CNA in poom poom shorts.
Yeah, but we tell a sister when she come in here, hey, listen, you gotta wear a dress, you can't wear pants. Dang, what scripture is that?
Y'all just trying to control me, see?
What are you talking about? We can show you the scripture that a woman ain't supposed to
That's
wear.
the Old Testament.
Man. Right.
That's the Old Testament, brother.
It's
Shemai.
It's an argument all of a sudden, but go to Walmart and tell them you ain't gonna wear that blue vest.
They'll fire you.
You ain't working there. Unless you put on that little smiley tag and roll back prices, you ain't working at Walmart. Right? But
Wow,
we say, hey,
that's
listen,
terrible.
put your pants on, or put your dress on when you come in here. Don't wear pants. All the demons come out. You've been engineered. You've been engineered to be what, though? You've been engineered to be a hoe. You ain't been engineered to be a righteous woman. Think about it. Would that affect you? You come in, brother, say, hey, listen, don't wear a silk shirt super tight with 8 buttons missing.
Like your Fabio.
Yeah, when you come in here.
Like you on Miami Beach.
Right. wear a shirt that covers your body.
No hamburger meat hanging out. None of that.
Right.
It's like, let me cover up my nipples and my chest hairs. Right?
But see, men ain't being trained by society or by Satan's kingdom. We'll say it just what it is. They're not being trained by Satan's kingdom to throw a woman off track. The whole point of this society is to take the man off of his righteousness. And what's the easiest way to do that? As we're reading, we're finding out, is by a woman.
Right. Let's jump back and see how else this whore traps and her agenda. Go to Proverbs 6:24. Proverbs 6:24. So she got the attire, she got the dress code down, right? Everything tight, everything shiny and glittery, long weave and long nails. What's missing? Proverbs 6:24.
Book of Proverbs, chapter 6, verse 24.
Go ahead.
To keep thee from the evil woman,
Right?
from the flattery of the tongue of a strange woman.
See, the flattery of the tongue, because she might not have trapped you with her outward appearance, but now she start hitting you with that conversation. Now she knows what you're about. You're an Israelite. You're a righteous man trying to do righteous things. She's like, yeah, I'm about that Israelite life, boo. See, look, and she gonna talk. Oh, I know. John 3:16. I believe in God. I believe in this. I believe in that. She starts to flatter you with her tongue. Go to Proverbs 7 and verse 5.
Book of Proverbs, chapter 7, verse 5.
Somebody look up the word flatter. Proverbs 17 and verse 5. 7 and verse 5.
that they may keep thee from the strange woman.
Go ahead.
From the stranger which flattered with her words.
Right, because if you read up, it's talking about the commandment keeping you from this type of woman. The law keeping you from a strange woman that flatters with her tongue.
Can I read that one more time?
And a whore is a strange woman. Why? Because she's not operating like an Israelite woman should. Go ahead, read it one more time.
Book of Proverbs, chapter 7, verse 5. That they may keep thee from the strange woman.
Go ahead.
From the stranger which flattereth with her words.
Right, but now that she's flattered you and caught you with her words, jump down to verse 13.
Verse 13. So she caught him.
Right.
And kissed him.
Come on.
And with an
impudent.
And with an impudent face said unto him.
Look up the word impudent. Jump down to verse 21. I'm skipping through the story just for time's sake. Y'all can go back and read this Proverbs 7. It's real good. It's talking about this whorous, adulterous woman and how she traps a man. What you got for flatter?
Flatter is lavish, insincere praise.
Wait, lavish, insincere praise. Vanity. What else?
And compliments upon someone, especially to further one's own interests.
Right. Yeah, I love God, boo. See? Yeah, I love Jesus. I believe in what you believe. And then what happens? You present her to the congregation. Ta-da!
Holy and righteous.
Holy, what you thought was holy and righteous, but then a month or two later, man, she dragging you out the truth. A month or two later, she's dragging you to her church. All of a sudden, you went from Israelite to Jehovah's Witness. Because what's this agenda of this woman? What you got for impudent?
Impudent. Shameless.
She's what?
Shameless.
It says with an impudent face. A shameless face. Like, yeah, I don't care. Because I'm haughty. Because the daughters of Zion are haughty. Impudent, man. Shameless. What else?
Wanting modesty.
Wait, what?
Wanting modesty.
There it goes again with that wanting, those wanting eyes, that wanting face. This woman wants modesty. There's nothing modest about her. Why? Because she's prideful. She's arrogant. She's lofty. This is a whore, man. Read.
Bold with contempt of others. Saucy.
Man.
Damn.
Saucy. She's saucy.
That's called.
Wow. She's saucy.
I use that word a lot.
Yeah.
At the mall.
Yeah, let's get sauced up.
Yeah.
Right. Jump down to verse 21.
Damn.
You know, just like how the scripture says that this is a strange woman that the scripture is describing. And I looked up a definition of strange. It says unusual or surprising in a way that is unsettling or hard to understand. Synonyms: unusual, odd, curious, peculiar, funny, bizarre, weird. This is a weird woman.
Yeah,
strange.
But the problem is the man ain't looking at it like that. Like, damn, this is a strange thing that she's walking through the mall in a nightgown.
God.
They're like, oh, I need that. I need to hit that one. She's easy. It ain't strange. It ain't strange. You do something strange for a piece of change, but that, you like, oh no, I need that. I gotta put that in the bedpost. A notch in the bedpost. Right?
Right.
And she don't think it's strange that she's walking around like that because she's of the world still. Go ahead, read verse 21 in Proverbs 7:21.
Con. With her much fair speech, she caused him to yield.
Wait, she did what?
Caused him to yield.
Yeah, with her fair speech, with that soft tongue. Oh, baby, I'm going to be with you for life. I'm down for you. Whatever it is, I'll ride with you.
Ride or die.
I'm going to ride for Christ with you. But how? When you a hoe? How you going to ride for Christ when Christ is against everything you stand for? But see, with her fair speech, I'm a good woman. See, I cook, I clean. I'm a good woman. See, I take care of my kids. No, you don't. They got all microwave dinners. They got dirty clothes on all the time. They look like they need home training. Go ahead.
With the flattering of her lips.
So she flatters with the lips, man. Vain speech. Go ahead.
She forced.
She forced him. Proverbs 29 and verse 5. Psalms 5 and verse 9.
Book of Proverbs, chapter 29, verse 5.
Go ahead.
A man that flattereth his neighbor.
Check this out. A man that flattereth his neighbor, read,
spreadeth a net for his feet.
She's spreading that net to catch you up in her deceitfulness and her trickery. Because think about a hoe's mentality, man. It's to sit back, lay back, do nothing, and let a nigga take care of her. But I gotta find the best man now, because you know what? I've been through the drug dealer, I've been through the pimp, I've been through the nigga that beat me, and they all dipped off. So let me find a good guy.
Right.
Let me find a righteous man that's gonna follow the Bible. A lot of these women, man, with this whole mind, they know that if you lay with them, that they're your wife. They know it now. We've been pushing that out there so hard. Now they're using it against brothers. So I'm gonna trap him. Now, I'm your wife. Can't escape. And are they lying? That's book, right?
That's book.
That's book. But see how they use it the opposite way. Because they ain't trying to change. She just want a nigga that's gonna take care of her. She just want a man that she could get pumped up full of babies and know that he got a good job or he's decent. And she's gonna take advantage. Why? She's flattering him to set the net. Right? Go to Psalms 5 and verse 9. Why? It's gonna tell you right here.
Psalms.
It's gonna tell you right here.
Chapter 5.
Y'all
verse
don't believe it.
9.
Y'all looking at me like I'm lying. Read.
For there is no faithfulness in their mouth.
Right? Because there was never any faithfulness in this woman's mouth. It was all lies and deceit. Read.
Their inward part is very wickedness.
Go ahead.
Their throat is an open sepulchre.
Her mouth is full of dead men's bones. All the bodies she done caught.
Yikes.
Dead men that she done ran through and destroyed. It said her throat is like an open sepulchre. An open grave, man. Full of death. Read.
They flatter with their tongue.
She did what?
Flatter with their tongue.
Right. So we know that's how they catch the man. Now let's go into some of the characteristics. How you know. If you didn't know, how you'll know if you a hoe. Hoe tendencies. Hoe tendencies 101. Go to Proverbs.
Bring it out.
Go to Proverbs 7 and verse 11. Hoe tendencies 101. If you didn't know, now you're about to.
Proverbs chapter 7 verse 11.
Read.
She is loud.
Wait, she is what?
Loud.
She is what?
Loud.
Go ahead.
And stubborn.
Wait, and she's what?
Stubborn.
Wait, no, she can be guided.
Stubborn.
No, she listened to her husband.
Stubborn.
Baby, it's time to go.
Stubborn.
Read.
Her feet abide not in her house.
Because why? She always want to be out in the streets, tinkling, making noises with her feet to be seen. This is how you know if you got a hoe in your hands. This is how you know, because she doesn't abide at her house. It says a wise woman buildeth her house. But how? If I'm up in everybody else's house. Every minute, I got to go to this party, that party. I got to hang out here. They got this going on. They got that going on, and I got to be there. Go ahead, read on.
Verse 12. Now is she without.
Yeah, now she's without. She ain't in her house, man. But where is she at?
Now in the streets.
Read.
And lieth in wait at every corner.
Wait, she's doing what?
Lieth in wait at every corner.
Right, because her agenda is to just trying to get into something. What can I get into? How about get into your damn house and fix it? How about get into your relationship and get that going right? How about keeping those things on track? But you over here, you over there, you listening to this gossip, you ear hustling this, you partying here. But that stubbornness, that loudness, remember it says a quiet and loving woman is a gift from the Most High.
That's right.
Woo! Rock it down your house. Silent and loving. But this woman, man, she hasn't gotten that worked into her. That loud, stubborn, brutish, prideful, haughty, nigga, you can't tell me nothing mentality. That's what she's operating in. And what it does, see, what y'all gotta understand about this mind is that if this mind is not eradicated, you'll trip over to any man. Any nigga that that feeds the flesh at that time, you'll hop over to him. And then you'll hop over to him because, you know what, I ain't listening to my husband. I ain't listening to what he says. I'm going to go listen to the homeboy down the block or my ex. A lot of y'all run back to the ex because he was more fun. Right? He smoked the weed with me. He let me drink all I wanted. He let me be loud. He let me be stubborn. He thought it was real good when he told me, yeah, babe, go ahead and wear them shorts because you look good in them. Go ahead and show your body off because you look good. Show that off, girl. Show. What did it say? Shake what your mama gave you? Right? Show it off, man, to the world. While he stood by and was like, there goes my baby. Right? Singing like Usher. But you're a fool, man. What man wants to parade it? What righteous man that has any sense about him would parade his woman around like a trophy?
One with no sense.
A man with no sense, a foolish man. A man that wants to get into problems and contention and fighting.
Right.
You pushing lust. But see, this whorish woman, this stubborn, loud woman, she likes that. She's like, yeah, see, my boo used to let me dress how I wanted. It didn't matter if I ain't had no shorts on. He let me go out there. He pushed you out there in a sweater dress. What the hell is a sweater dress? A t-shirt. You in there, I remember back in the day when they wore the jerseys for dresses. God. That was a long time ago.
Yeah, it was like 05. Was it 05? Or?
They're bringing it back. Yeah,
They bringing it back, but no, that was back. Listen, that was like 2000.
Con.
But that was
And
like actual like jerseys. Like,
Those were like remember the video with Jay-Z and Maya?
yeah.
Oh, come.
And she had the jersey.
Yeah.
It was a dress though. The way they tailored it.
Yeah.
But it was short. It was very short. Well, you chicks is just grabbing your boyfriend's wife beater and walking out the house. You grabbing his damn wife beater like, yeah, see? I can wear what he wears. It's sexy. Yeah, well, you look good in my clothes. I like when you wear them. Yeah, keep that in the house.
Con.
We trying to parade through the mall in his gear. With that loud, and then now when you get a righteous man, he's like, no, we got to change the dress code. We got to change the way you talk, the way you look, the way you act. You're like, no, but my ex. You want to bring up your ex? Read on. Where you at?
Verse 13.
Go ahead.
So she caught him in...
Right, go to 1 Timothy 5:13. 1 Timothy 5:13, Ezekiel 16 and verse 30. Hold it, Jermaine.
1 Timothy chapter 5, verse 13.
Go ahead.
And
Because this woman don't obey at her house. So what is she doing? Go ahead.
And withal they learn to be idle.
They learn to be what?
Idle.
Go ahead, talk about these whorish women. Read.
Wandering about from house to house.
Wait, they do what?
Wandering about from house to
Now,
house.
what could she be doing wandering about from house to house? If she's a thirst trap, if she's the trap, the snare, what is she doing? You know what she's doing? I'm going to go talk to my sister. But she knows that her husband is home. So she makes sure that she show up when hubby is there so she can get all the looks. So she can get all the, him breaking his neck to, y'all need anything? Nah, bro, they don't need nothing. But she knows what she's doing. Y'all seen Players Club, right? Was it Players Club? Where the cousin moved in?
Yep.
And she was walking around the house in drawers, bending over to go into the fridge, and old boy was there like, damn. He ended up getting with the cousin, right? Didn't he?
Yep.
He ended up getting with the cousin. But sisters be operating like that, going house to house. Why? Causing transgressions amongst men, man. And disrupting, contentious. Go ahead, read on.
And not only idle,
Right?
but tattlers.
But they're what?
Tattlers.
Yeah, they want to try to tell you what your man is doing so you can break up with him so they can get with him. They want to telling everybody, but look at you. Look at the way you talk. Look at the way you walk. Look at the way you dress. Look at your mind. Read.
Also in busybodies.
They're also what? Hey,
Busybodies.
you're busy as hell, but why you ain't busy at work? Because you're idle. And what does idleness teach?
Much evil.
Idleness teach much evil.
Con.
This woman needs to be put to work. This type of woman, and I'm not talking about a working girl type of work, like go walk the block. I mean, I know you probably dress for it and think that that's what it's about. But no, she needs to be put to work. The work of the Most High, the work of the kingdom. Where you at?
Speaking things which they ought not.
Yeah. Oh, girl, how did he pull your back out tonight? Well, he blew my back out with this. And he took the extra vitamins and he jumped from the ceiling. Like, I know it sounds funny, but you'll be surprised with these women with this mentality. They'll go and whisper. So how do you know, my man, we got the sex swing, and he ties me up with the ball in my mouth and he spanks me with whips. What does your man do? And then the sister be sitting there like, damn, he does all that? My dude is a 2-pump chump. Huh? And then all of a sudden she's going to her man like, you need to get it together, nigga. We need a sex swing. Why? Because this whorish woman came and put that in her head. Now what did she just do? She just rattled up a person's whole house. She just subverted. Can you find me that one where it says subverting households? It's in Timothy, I believe. She just subverted a man's whole household. Why? Because of her whorish tendencies, man. That whorish conversation. Because that flattery of the lips, it ain't just to catch a man, but it's to destroy a man's house. Titus 1 and verse 11. Go there. Titus 1 and verse 11.
Book of Titus, chapter 1, verse 11.
Go ahead.
Whose mouth must be stopped.
Her mouth must be what?
Stopped.
See that flattery? That honeycomb lips? That gotta be stopped. Why?
Salaki. But who subvert whole houses?
She does what?
Who subvert whole houses?
You know what it means to subvert? That means you go under and you just dig up from the bottom up. You uproot the whole foundation. So this man is building a righteous woman, righteous house, and this whore, with her whore speech and her whore look, comes by. Yeah, he blew my back out like this. And we got all the sex toys and blah, 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 blah. And then she's sitting there like, wait a minute, that's lawful now? Now she going to her husband, how come you don't pull the sex toys out with me? And how come you don't do it like this and like that? Subverting this man's whole house. Because the agenda is not to build, it's to trap. It's to destroy. Right? Go to Ezekiel 16.
16.
16 and verse 30.
Ezekiel 16, verse 30.
Go ahead.
How weak is thine heart?
How weak is what?
Is thine heart.
But this whorish woman, this mentality is weak as hell. It's a weak mind state to be in, to think like, oh, I gotta dress like this to get a man. I gotta talk like this to get a man. I gotta walk like this to get a man. No, I'd rather you float on air in righteousness to get me. I don't need to see the shape of your butt, your hips moving up, it's all accentuating. I don't need to see all that. Talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me here. Talk to me, baby. Right here. That's how you want to get me. That's how you want to get a man. Or that's what you want a man to see in you. But he said, how weak is thine heart? Read.
Saith the Most High, Yahweh.
Right.
Seeing thou doest all these things.
Right.
The work of an imperious, whorish woman.
Right. And what does an imperious, whorish woman do? Read.
Verse 31. In that thou buildest thine eminent place.
Right.
In the head of every way.
Yeah, you built up your place of love. You know, you bringing these men through. Look at my house. It's all organized. See, I'm a good woman. I could cook. I could clean. I could take care of a house. You build it up. But you only building it up for show. Because once that man gets there, you stop cooking. You stop cleaning. You stop being that woman you presented yourself as. Because that wasn't your agenda. Go ahead.
And makest thine high place in every street.
And there it goes again. She's in all the streets, man. Ezekiel 16 and 30. She's in the streets, though. Read.
And has not been as an harlot.
Right.
In that thou scornest hire.
But this is the sad part about it. Because a harlot does what? She's a harlot because she gets money, right? He's saying right here, you so retarded. You so off with it. You scored higher. You didn't even take the money. You didn't take the money. So you hadn't been like a harlot. You was just a free hoe. You was a free hoe. Go ahead, read.
Verse 32.
Right?
But as a wife that committeth adultery.
Because this is what's on her mind. This woman, this is what it's going to lead to. If this whorish mentality ain't knocked out of her, man. Go ahead.
Which taketh strangers instead of her husband.
Go ahead.
They give gifts to all whores.
Read on.
But thou givest thy gifts to all thy lovers.
Yeah, because that's what she ended up doing. A whore is supposed to get gifts, right? Pretty woman, right? Wasn't he buying her gifts and getting her stuff? When you so backwards in your whoredom, you giving gifts to your lovers. Read on.
And hirest them.
And you hiring them. I mean, come on. You got women that do that. They'll give up their whole families, man, to go be with another man that got a woman already. And it's like it's like you paying for his attention. You won't do the multiple wife thing here in the truth, but you'll be a nigga's side piece in the world.
Right.
Brother, come on. You'll cry about how much time your husband don't spend with you in the truth because y'all are both supposed to be busy, but you're going to be with a nigga that got a wife, and you'll be his side piece and he ain't giving you no time?
Right.
Baby, I love you. I know you got another woman, but I'm here. You revert, man. It's backwards. Read on.
That they may come unto thee on every side for thy whoredom.
Go ahead.
And the contrary is in thee.
You see, it's contrary. Read.
From other women in thy whoredom.
Go ahead.
Whereas none followeth thee to commit whoredom.
Right.
And in that thou givest a reward, and no reward is given unto thee.
But where is the reward that's supposed to be given unto you? See, you were so messed up and twisted in this mentality that you became the trick.
No, that's exactly what I was saying. You gotta watch who you're the bait for. You know what I mean? Because you're thinking you're the trap, you're the bait. And Satan is you're doing all these things for who? For Satan.
Yeah.
You're being this harlot, you're being this whore not for yourself. Like I said, you're giving your gifts away to your lovers.
Yep.
So the thing is you're doing this for Satan's sake. He's using you sisters so that you can take some righteous man off of his game, off of his righteous walk. He's using these ones in the world so they can get brothers let me check out what she doing. Cause I'm not gonna be studying tonight. I'm gonna be checking that.
For you because you know why? Because she gonna pay my child support, or she gonna pay for this, or she gonna give me gifts.
Right.
She gonna give me gifts, and that's another way they trap a man. They promise you all these things, all these gifts, like it's talking about here. These whorish women, they'll give away the things that's coming to them. Oh, you need food? I got food for you. You need this? I got this for you. I got it all for you here.
And see, how did they get you? Let me ask y'all something. Let me ask y'all sisters something. Does that sound empowering to you?
So what, to give the gifts?
To be this type of woman,
To be the bait.
to be the bait. Does that sound empowering to you? Nah, the one who has the one who runs the trap is the power, right? So you being the bait, that's not empowering. But see, the way society has played y'all up, they make you feel good to be the bait. They make you feel like you're the one in power to be the bait. But here's the thing: when have you ever seen any of these situations yield a positive result?
No, don't jump. No, don't jump.
No, you've already said it.
No. I gotta kind of.
Yeah,
you haven't.
You've already.
He wants to jump, man. He wants to jump.
Nah, because like we were talking about, these women go from house to house.
Right.
These things don't yield a positive result.
Right.
When this man is for you brothers that have been distracted by a woman before, has it ever yielded a positive result, or did you always end up being the other guy? You're face to face with her boyfriend now, and like, oh damn, why you didn't tell me you had a man? Or she led you off into something. And, oh damn, why you didn't tell me your parents was about to be home? Or why you didn't tell me that you had an STD? Why I gotta go to the clinic now? They always lead you into something that it's never like ha, got you brother. Now you gotta go through the scriptures with me.
It's never that. Because he's like, no, the scriptures say you gotta be my wife. You gotta be my husband.
Right.
That's the only one they know.
Yeah, they never like luring you into class, right? Because we be mad at our sisters for not being able to do that. Like, why you can't lure brothers into class? You know what I mean? But they're never luring you into class out there in the world, right?
Nope.
Nah, it's always like, okay, we over here by this shoe shop and look at these. I want these ones, the one with the red bottoms on it. Right. Hey, look at this bag right here with the 2 C's on it. I want that. Like, they're always trying to lure you into, like, buy them something, right? Or, hey, go over there real quick. And coincidentally, some 300-pound nigga with nothing but muscle walk by. And then he give her the hug or whatever. She try to half hug him and dip off back to you.
Yeah.
These hoes are always trying to lead you into a negative situation. It's never leading you into something positive. Y'all see that? So, sisters, knowing that's the job of these hoes, why would you want to be that? Is it empowering to know that you're just a tool for the actual trap? The power behind the whole thing is Satan. The power behind the whole thing is this society trying to pull brothers into hell. You're just the bait. You're just the tool. How does that feel? Tell me, because the society don't engineer y'all. You know what I mean? It ain't been engineering us to do it. It been engineering y'all. How does it feel to know that, like, damn, this is what they've been trying to make me? Huh?
It doesn't feel good.
It doesn't feel good, right?
Wow.
So now you got to know that everything in the society been gearing y'all toward that. I don't care if it's the music videos, the magazines, the advertisements. Everything been gearing y'all toward one goal, and that's to take an Israelite man out of his purpose. You understand? And if you play into that while you're in the truth, how much more of a whore are you? See, because now you're enlightened. Now you know you're the bait, that you've been engineered to be the bait, but you're going to keep doing it in the truth. Now you're going to be the loudmouth that's trying to throw your man off his studies. You're going to be the one
you study too much.
Right.
Nigga, what? I study too much.
Right. You're always around those brothers. Now you're going to be the same. You got the wool taken off your eyes, and you got in the truth. And you found out, damn, I was just the bait. I was being used. I hate that.
You should.
But then you come in the truth and you let him use you again. You got to think about that.
Come on, let me move on. Let me move on. Y'all think about it though. It's a good question. Go to Ecclesiasticus. Go to Ecclesiasticus 26 and verse 8.
Book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 26, verse 8.
So what's another characteristic of a whorish woman? Read it.
A drunken woman,
right?
And a gatter abroad.
She's always what?
Gatter abroad.
She's always drinking and drunk. Always needing nightcappers. Partying too hard. Right? Listen, it's sad when you're getting caught up by the cops for drinking. And catching DUIs and misdemeanors and car accidents and all these things. Like, nobody should be, no Israelite man should be DUIing it.
Right.
Driving while intoxicated. But how much more a woman? How much more a woman that's so faded off her rocker that when she drives, and then they pull her out the car and it's like, stand on your tippy toes. And she lands on her face. It says a what? Read it from the top.
A drunken woman and a gatter abroad,
right,
causing great anger.
Yeah, she caused anger. She caused anger because when it's time to go, nah, babe, we gotta go. And you like, go. I'm grown. Go. You can't tell me what to do. I'm about to sit here and party it up. But they over here rolling blunts and smoking. No, we can't be here. No, I'm good. I'm gonna be here. Nah, babe, but the scriptures say, no. I don't care what the scriptures say. This is what I want. Read.
And she will not cover her own shame.
Yeah, that impudent, shameless, nigga nah, who is you? That gotta go, man. Go to Proverbs 9:13. What's the problem with these women? It's very, very simple. What's the problem with these women?
And I'm gonna say this about that drunken woman. When you read about somebody being drunken in the scriptures, normally you're talking about an intoxicated state, being under the influence. So it's not just about she's just tipping back 40s all day.
Oh, right.
It's talking about this woman that's under the influence of every damn thing that the world has to offer. She don't see the truth no more because she's influenced by radio, TV, media, everything that's been put in her brain of how a woman should be or how a hoe should be is influencing her brain to where you can't hit her with no scriptures, you can't hit her with no logic, no reasoning. She's under the influence, like a drunken person would be. Y'all see that? So yeah.
And now it's that shame because she wants to mimic what she sees.
Right.
Well, on Instagram, that's what they doing. Well, on my Snap, well, I'm gonna say it. Well, the Weeknd said, y'all hate when I talk about the Weeknd. It's like stop talking about it. Got personal beef. The Weeknd something about it, so it gotta be true. Or this person, or Jagged Edge, or this group, or my mama, my auntie.
Right. Cardi B told me.
Cardi B said it, Bodak Yellow, right? She said, smack niggas in the face and drug them. That's how you get money. Right? My mama, my auntie, my daddy, my family. Oh, we gonna get there.
It's Isaiah 29:9 that goes with that. It says, I'll read it. Stay yourselves and wonder, cry you out and cry. They are drunken, but not with wine. They stagger, but not with strong drink. For the Most High poured out upon you the spirit of deep sleep, and has closed your eyes. The prophets and your rulers, the seers, has he covered. So it's not talking about just being drunk, like with drink. You understand?
Right, you're under the influence of the world.
There you go.
You're under that, but that's why I said, what's up, sis?
What's that, Isaiah?
Isaiah 29 and verse 9. You're under the influence of the world. That's why that 1 John 2 and 15, where it says all that is in the world, the pride of life, the pride of the eyes, it said it's not of the Father but of the world. It's the same thing. You're drunk with pride. You're drunk with lust. You're drunk with, nigga, I'm going to do what I want. I'm going to dress how I want because this is what makes me feel comfortable. It's hot outside. I got to show some leg. I'm going to give y'all a secret. The tighter your clothes are, the hotter it gets. Dummy. Like, I had somebody tell me, like, yeah, but it's hot, so I got to wear tight, short clothes. Like, what? The looser the clothing, the more comfortable and the more air you get. Not the tighter. More heat, the tighter. It's like you baking bread. Stop. Like the mentality. But see, you've been taught like, yeah, the less you wear, the cooler you stay. Right? Yep. But what is it? What is it about this woman's logic and her mentality? Proverbs 9:13.
Book of Proverbs, chapter 9, verse 13.
Go ahead.
A foolish woman is clamorous.
Right, because she's a foolish woman and she's clamorous. Look that word up. What else?
She is simple.
She's what?
Simple.
She's what?
Simple.
A whorish woman is what?
Simple.
That haughtiness is what?
Simple.
Pride?
Simple.
Arrogance?
Simple.
Loftiness?
Simple.
Read.
And knoweth nothing.
And this is the thing. She don't know nothing. You don't know nothing as you should know. You don't know biblical things. You barely know your own body. This whorish woman, you barely know your own self. You know the men that you dealt with better than you know your own self. She's simple and knoweth nothing. You don't know the heavenly things. You barely know the earthly things. Again, you think it's better to wear tight clothes here in Houston. Houston is the armpit of America. It's so hot. And you want to run around in tight spandex, all unbreathable stuff. And then you wondering why you always in the clinic. You got some pH imbalance. Loosen up your attire. Let it breathe, girl. Right? What you got for clamorous?
Clamorous, making a loud and confused noise.
Right?
Expressing or characterized by vehement protests or
right?
demands.
Right, and that's the thing. Your protests and your demands are against what? Well, she's already haughty. She's already in contempt. So now all your protests are against the truth. They're against the wisdom. They're against your husband. Sis, it's against what? It's against the scriptures for a woman to wear what a man wears. Well, I ain't doing that. And why I gotta do that? And those are my clothes and I bought those. Well, sis, you can't deal with the kids like that because, they need to be shown love and affection. But these are my kids, nigga. I beat them how I want to. I talk to them how I want to. But that's not the way you deal with children. It's all these different levels of when your mind is drunken by the world and you get into this whore's forehead. You got that whore, like the scriptures say, you got a whore's forehead. That's stubborn, stiff-necked, rebellious, prideful, haughty, lofty. I'm going to keep repeating it. Spirit on you. Nobody can tell you how to talk to your children. Nobody can tell you what to eat, how to dress, how to walk, how to talk, how to move, how to act. You think that it's okay to be contentious in public. You think it's okay to use your emotions in every situation. Well, I'm going to just be emotional. I'm going to beat her ass. I'm going to do this. Like, what are you talking about? How about just talk to her? How about talk to the people at work instead of just wanting to fight them? Beating them and putting your hands on people ain't going to get it done. That was Hood 101, right? Right. Go to Isaiah 3:17. Go to Isaiah 3:17.
Isaiah.
No, actually, nope. Go to Ezekiel. Go to Ezekiel. Y'all can add in there Isaiah 3:17 down to verse 24. And the reason why I was going to go there to show what does this simple woman look at as righteous? What is her bravery? It's her clothes. It's her outward appearance. We already went through that, right? The Most High said he was going to take away the bravery of these things. And what was he going to do? Now you have to rely on these things just to look modestly beautiful. He's going to make you bald. He's going to give you that stink. Why? Because tight clothes is your agenda. So you're going to get a smell with that.
You say 17 through what?
Through 24. Bad eating. You want to eat all that shellfish? You're going to smell like one. You're going to smell like shrimp and clams. Somebody said it online. He said it seems like a lot of these women, they like to eat shellfish. I think they do. I think they do. Go to
Ezekiel.
Go to Ezekiel 16 and 44.
Book of Ezekiel, chapter 16, verse 24.
Right? 44.
44, Salakia. 44. Behold, everyone that useth Proverbs shall use this proverb against.
Because where does this mentality come from? Well, he was saying it earlier. That's why they want him to jump. He was saying it earlier, but go ahead.
Shall use this proverb against thee.
What, right?
Saying, as is the mother.
Right. As is the what?
The mother.
Where does this mentality come from?
The mother.
Go ahead.
So is her daughter.
So is her what?
Daughter.
Right. This is where you learned it. And so on and so forth. Mom learned it from mom. From grandma, you learned it from granny. Granny handed down this whore-like mentality. This is how you dress. Girl, let me sit you down and tell you how to get you a man.
Right.
Well, you got to pucker your lips and bat your eyes, and you got to show a little skin sometimes. I'm using my old fake Southern accent. Whack. Right? But that's how they do. They don't sit you down and say, "Girl, this is how you get a husband." Look, go to Proverbs 31. Go to Titus. Go to Timothy. They don't sit. Who got sat down and was taught? This is how you get a man. Read Proverbs. Read Ecclesiasticus 25, 27, 26. Who got sat down like that? Not very many. There might be some. There might be some, but not very many. The majority? Oh no. The majority was like, yeah, go to Victoria's Secret Pink. Right? Or no, the grown-up side of Victoria, go there. Make sure you get some nice lingerie. Make sure you get some good, cook up a nice dinner that night. And the rest of your relationship, you can be a brute beast. As long as you get them Vicky C's every time it's his birthday, right? Or every time it's a holiday, right?
If mom's around, if she ain't running her own passion parties in her own house, selling dildos to her friends.
Wow. Right now they call Tupperware parties.
No, the passion parties.
They call them Tupperware parties too.
Wow.
Yeah.
Right.
I remember that.
They be selling.
Yeah. Nah, they be doing that, man.
Yeah.
People run through the mall all the time. These older women and stuff like that. And they tell you about they about to do some passion party and all this stuff. You like, what? What are you talking about? Oh, we sell this chocolate pheromone and we got this, and it's like you selling 2-foot dildos to your friends.
Yeah, the ones that stick onto the tub.
Yeah.
The wall.
The shower.
The one that sticks into the shower.
Right.
Yep.
And these are the people that's raising this generation.
Yep.
You know what I mean? That they ain't even around to tell their daughter, hey, listen, this is how you get a man. Because what? They over there trying to get a battery operated man.
Right. Wow.
Y'all see that?
Yep. Keep the BOB.
Yeah, they're not even worried about getting a man no more. They're worried about getting a woman. They're worried about getting in the club and getting their daughter's boyfriend, or getting their granddaughter's boyfriend.
Yeah. Gotta keep up with the youngins.
That's this generation now. I mean, back in the day, like, you know, I'll say my day. You know what I mean? I'm 38 years old now, but shoot, my grandma had a big ass Bible. You know what I mean? Grandma had the big giant Bible sitting right there in the middle of the room.
So did mine.
But even in that generation, they had kind of left off of like opening it. You know what I mean? But they still took you guys to church. Now? Hell no, man. Mom be at the club with you.
Yeah. Yep.
Mom, you know, you like, I'm trying to sneak out and go to the club, and you trying to sneak past mom because you embarrassed that she trying to run with you.
Right.
You ain't trying to sneak past her because she gonna stop you. You trying to sneak past her because she might run out with you. Because she might snatch up your good dress and walk out right with you.
Looking bad in it. Looking bad in it.
Right.
You embarrassed to her.
Right. Looking like 8 pounds of Crisco in a 2-pound can.
Damn.
Just wrong.
Bacon sausage.
Nah, it's all over the internet, man. You know, like you see these like little mother-daughter team-ups, and they both doing the selfie. It's like
which one is the daughter?
Yeah. Like,
yeah.
One of y'all should look wrong.
Yeah, because they both got on pounds of makeup.
Yeah, like one of y'all should stop looking like a damn child. You know what I mean? Like that should wake the daughter up. When she looking at the selfie that she done took and her mom is dressed like her, that should wake her up to say, you know what? I gotta break up out of this. Or wake the mom up to be like, damn, I'm sitting around here dressing up like my daughter.
Right.
We sitting over here looking like both of us immature as hell.
Mm-hmm.
But this is the generation y'all in, man. And y'all both being played.
Yep.
Mother and daughter. Mother that's raising her daughter up as a harlot, y'all both being played by the society.
Because the agenda never changed.
Nah.
It was always to destroy the black man.
2 things. One is because you were speaking on about those little parties. Like I got a cousin that, man, she's doing that, like successful in that wickedness. It's called bedroom candy.
Mic drop.
Damn.
No lie. And then second,
It sounds enticing. Bedroom candy.
candy with the K.
Tastes like candy.
And
Candy with the K.
no lie. And then
What's up?
and then second, a brother was just telling us yesterday that in the mall, he was telling us a story that happened when we used to be in front of Victoria's Secret, and a lady on a walker was like, "I know you want this." They're talking to one, trying to entice one of the brothers, like, "I know you want this. I know you see this,
Bro.
You can't handle it." I was
Bro,
like,
you'd be
"Bro."
surprised when the things we used to see in
Grandma.
front of that Victoria's Secret. The type of women that would stroll by there and just try to catch brothers.
On the walker, though.
On the walker. Yeah, bro, you had you'd be surprised, huh? You had a fit grandmas that was there. They were 70 years old, all gray. She could bounce to the gym and keep up with you, and she's trying to entice and trap you. Yeah. Chicks on walkers, it didn't matter. On the scooters, it didn't matter. It didn't matter because the agenda is to trap. Yeah, they got no teeth trying to get with you. All gums. Read on. Read it on.
Verse 45.
Right?
Thou art thy mother's daughter.
And how do we know? Because you carry the same agenda that was pushed to her. Read.
That loatheth her husband.
Wait, because the mother hated your daddy. Mom's hated Pops. So what does she teach you? Hate your husband. Hate a good man. She loathed him. Yeah, I'm going to just be with him because that's my only way out. I might as well just be, we already got like 2-3 kids together. What's the point of me leaving? There ain't no real love there. Go ahead.
Her husband and her children.
And her what?
Her children.
Yeah. Then there's that disdain and hate for the children. Why do you think a lot of these children don't want to have children? You know why a lot of these kids go gay? and turn into faggots? Because they don't want to have kids. That's one of the reasons.
Yeah.
Talk to them. All you gotta do is talk to them. They tell you, like, bro, this is my way to avoid having children. And they do it because of the way they were dealt with. Moms hated her son because you look just like your damn daddy.
Yep.
I hate you because I hate my daughter because she's a reflection of me. You're a reflection of me, so I hate you. So what? That child grows up like, man, I don't want to have a kid that I'm going to have to look at this way. But this mentality has been handed down all the way from Adam. All the way from Adam. It's been handed down. This hate. This hate. Go ahead, read on.
Con, which loathed Salakia.
Read it from the top.
Verse 45. Thou art thy mother's daughter,
Right.
that loatheth it, her husband and her children.
Right.
And thou art the sister of thy sisters,
Go ahead.
which loathed their husbands and their children.
Right. It's just showing the mentality goes every which way. If it wasn't your mama, guess who it was? It was your auntie and them. Aunt June would come down and be like, girl. And every time she came down, what did she have? A new man. A different uncle for you. You like, damn, how many uncles you gonna have? But girl, and then but what would she do? She would floss her booty, right? She'd always have the new haircut, right? She'd always have the new car. And you like, damn, that's how you get all that?
Right.
You gotta get a new man every time. They were pumping into your head because it's not just a society thing. It's a society thing, but it's also a microcosm of a household and it's a big agenda. So you had it hitting you from every side, man. Moms, grandma, auntie and them, your sister. You look at your sister and be like, damn, she's living the life.
Right.
Look at the way she got it going on. How did she get that man? Or how did she get that freedom? Or how did she get whatever it is I want? Let me follow her. Go ahead, read.
Your mother was an Hittite.
Wait, your mother was a what?
Hittite.
Read.
And your father were an Amorite.
What was he saying here? You weren't raised with any true, first of all, identity. You weren't raised with any moral code, any standard. Bro, listen.
You weren't raised with an Israelite standard.
And I was going to say, these were nations. These were other nations. A Hittite and an Amorite, these weren't Israelite nations. So there was no Israelite standard here. You were raised as the world. That's what it's showing. That got to wake you up to say, wow, I was raised as a Hittite and an Amorite.
Those were some of the worst.
That got to be something. That got to be something to wake me up and show me that the way I've been living and the way I was taught is wrong. From there, go to 2nd Esdras. Because this is another thing that, how you know there's a whorish mind, a whorish mentality. 2nd Esdras 16:49. This one right here, I know this is going to hit home for a lot of y'all. This is how you know that it was something that was handed down. Because now that, and I'm talking to the sisters that have been learning and coming out of this whorish mentality, this whorish mind, now that you've been learning, what's the biggest obstacle that you have? What's the biggest obstacle that any man has when he starts to learn the truth? Your foe should be what? They of what? They of your own household. So now that you're breaking the curse of this whore ways, this whore doing, these whore tendencies, now that you're the only one breaking the curse. What's mom's telling you? Think about it. Whose mom in here is pushing them to be in the truth? Talking to you women. Whose mom is like, yeah, girl, go ahead and get that Bible. Yeah, girl, go ahead and wear them fringes and wrap that head. Go ahead and be with that righteous man. Or are they saying, why you with that nigga for? Why you dress like that for? Why you wrapping your head? Submit. Like, ain't nobody your boss. I'm your mama. I'm your boss. Right? This is how you know that whore mentality was handed down. You're trying to break it, but check it out. Read.
2nd Esdras, chapter 6, verse 49.
Go ahead.
Then didst thou ordain to...
No, 2 Ezra 16:49. Sorry. Good read.
2 Ezra 16:49.
Uh-huh.
Like as a whore envieth a right honest and virtuous
Wait,
woman.
the whore does what?
Envieth a right honest and virtuous woman.
This is how you know, man. All you gotta do is step back and say, wait a minute, is my mom trying to pull me out the truth? Does she envy my change?
Right.
Does she envy the fact that I no longer smoke blunts to fix my problems, but she had to? I no longer get faded off my ass to cover up what's going on with me, but that's how she handled problems? Now she's looking at me like, well, girl, why you going to the Bible? That ain't gonna fix it. Why you telling them your problems? That ain't gonna change it. See, she's envying. She's envying the way the Most High is dealing and working in your life. If you got a mom or an aunt like that, now you know where your situation came from. And listen, it's the same thing with brothers. It's the same thing with brothers. You got a daddy, right? He's like, oh, you ain't got to do it like that. Just smack her. You ain't got to talk to her. Like, what you, get these hoes in check. Pimp hand. Powder, right? Powder and pimp hand. Strong hand. But he not telling you, oh, wait, use wisdom. Don't smack her up. Because, and then when he looks at you, when they look at your change, they're like, the hell is this? Wait a minute, this is different. That's not what I taught him. They envy that change. They envy that righteousness that you push out. Because they're looking at your example. They're looking at the way you're moving. They're looking at the fact that you're not being that old man. Remember, misery loves company. I'm gonna hit y'all with some worldly sayings. Misery loves company, right? But it says a man will cleave to his life. That's the Bible. It's the same thing, right? Don't it say that? That's what it said.
A wicked woman is given to
Well, don't jump.
Slop.
Don't jump. Y'all like to jump a lot, right? But that's what it says. That this misery, it needs company. Now that you stop being the company to this miserable ass person, they're like, oh no, why you doing that? Why you changing? All they're really saying is, why you stopping to be a hoe? A hoe? Why you stop being a hoe? Like that's a bad thing. Like that's a bad thing. I see some of y'all thinking like, damn, my mom was telling me that? Hell yeah. Yup. That's exactly what my auntie and them is like. Yup. Because you're not doing the cookie cutter thing that was supposed to be handed down, which was be a hoe, destroy the man. Be a hoe, destroy your children. Be a hoe, destroy your nation. You're not doing the cookie cutter. So they're like, wait a minute, nah, you thinking out the box? Hell no, we ain't with that. No. Now you get kicked out the house. Now you look at it as the black sheep, right? Go to Jeremiah 3 and verse 3. Jeremiah 3 and verse 3. And this is the problem with this mentality. This mentality, and he said it also, Balaam said it also, that there's no reward with this mind, with this action, with this woman. Think about all the single parent households, all the single parented women households. Are they truly blessed? They be sitting there on Facebook posting their kids going to school. I'm so blessed. Look at my children. Them niggas is unbalanced. They're angry. They're emotional. They ain't got no structure. There ain't no blessing in that. And then you want to dip from man to man and bring all these different men around your kids and wonder why they got spirits on them. Because one man is a molester, one man is a drunkard, one man is this, one man is that. You call all these demons, see, where's the blessing in that? Read Jeremiah 3, verse 3.
Jeremiah 3 and 3.
Right?
Therefore, the showers have been withholden.
Wait, the what?
The showers have been withholden.
Yeah, the Most High said, I'm withholding the blessings. From who? Read on.
And there had been no latter rain.
Read.
And thou hadst a whore's forehead.
Because you got that whore's mentality. Not just the mentality. You got, as we went through the whole class, you dressing like a hoe, you talk like a hoe, you act like a hoe. You raising your children like hoes. Your little girl is a hoe. You got her twerking at 3. You got your little boy in your clothes talking about, oh, it's so cute. He said he withheld the latter rain. There's no blessings. Listen, there's no blessings to this household. Bottom line. Bottom line, the only blessing you get is the EBT card filled up You might be able to get your hair did a little bit by the food stamp money, by the child support money, if that comes in. Because all the niggas you done ran through, they like, man, I ain't gonna work for this chick to get the money. I'm gonna go work under the table and sell drugs. I ain't gonna report that. Why? So she can take that and go to the club? Or support, remember it said that she took the gifts and gave it to all her lovers. She's taking that child support money to go spend it on the next dude.
Right.
Her kids are starving. Microwave dinners and Lunchables. Right? So the latter rain has been withholding. Now, that's because there's no shame in this woman's game. Now, go to Ecclesiastes 7. Go to Ecclesiastes 7 and verse 26.
Con. Ecclesiastes 7 verse 26.
Go ahead.
And I find more bitter
Right?
than death
Right?
the woman.
Right. More better than death, the what?
The woman.
Yeah, this whore. Not just any woman, man. Because not all women are bad. Not all women carry themselves like this. Not all women are trying to set a trap for a man. Not all women are trying to destroy their nation. But what type of woman is it? Read.
Whose heart is snares.
Whose heart is what?
Snares.
Like we read, a woman that flattereth, it sets the trap for the feet. So whose heart is snares, go ahead.
And nets.
Because what is she trying to do? She's trying to catch a good man. She's trying to catch any man. And more than likely, she's going to catch a foolish man. Go ahead.
And her hands as bands.
Right? But check this out. Read.
Whoso pleaseth the Most High.
Right? Whoso pleaseth the Most High, what's going to happen?
Shall escape from her.
Read.
But the sinner.
But the what?
The sinner.
But the what?
The sinner.
Yeah, so who is she going after?
The sinner.
Who gets caught by her?
The sinner.
Read.
Shall be taken by her.
Ecclesiasticus 26 and verse 3. Hold that one. No, go to that one. Ecclesiasticus 26 verse 3. Ecclesiasticus 25:19.
Ecclesiastes 26 verse 3.
Go ahead.
A good wife.
No, 26 and verse 23. I'm sorry.
Ecclesiastes 26 verse 23.
Read.
A wicked woman is given as a portion
Right.
to a wicked man.
To a what?
To a wicked man.
Yeah, so this wicked whore, she gonna go to a wicked man. Why? Because he's not looking and examining. He's not saying, wait a minute, shouldn't be with a whore. I shouldn't associate with this type of woman. Or let me clean her up before I call her wife. Because remember, let's be real, man. All our people coming in that don't got the knowledge, we're all whores. They're all whores on some level. They've all traded against the Most High on some level, right? But don't we supposed to clean them up? Don't we supposed to get their head right, get their mind right, show them the right way before we just say, hey, wife, 2 weeks later?
Right.
But that's why this is given to this wicked man, this lazy, slothful man. He don't want to take the time to clean up this woman. Go ahead. No, go to 25 and verse 19. I don't even want the second part to that.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 25 verse 19.
Right?
All wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman.
Right, especially a woman that has a whore's mentality. Especially a woman that is rebellious, stiff-necked, stubborn, loud. That wickedness that she's going to come with, man, listen. You might as well pack it in. You're going to be in for a long ride. You're going to get fed up anyway. You're going to get to the point where you don't even want to sit next to this woman. Like, damn, you always got to be loud? Damn, you always got to talk back? Wow, you always got to have something to say? You got a rebuttal for everything. It always got to be your way. You going to sit back, it tells you, I'd rather dwell on the rooftop than with a loud, brawling woman, right? No man don't want that. I said it all the time, man. You go to work and you fear going home, so you go to the bar and you sit at happy hour and then you get reverse happy hour, you got problems. Because you don't want to, what man don't want to go home to his woman? What man? When she's loud, when she's stubborn, when she's rebellious, haughty, prideful, stiff-necked, lofty. When she's that type of woman, ain't no man trying to go to that unless he's wicked as hell. Unless he's the reverse. Unless he's all that himself. Then you got pride on pride. lofty on lofty, rebellious on rebellious, stubborn on stubborn. Hey, birds of a feather flock together, right? Go to Proverbs 29. Go to Proverbs 29 and verse 3. This is the last scripture.
Come. Proverbs 29 verse 3.
Right on time. Go ahead.
Whoso loveth wisdom rejoiceth his father.
Right?
But he that keepeth company
And this is the point that I was wanting to get to. Well, he that keepeth company, go ahead.
with harlots.
With what?
Harlots.
Right. With a woman with a whore's mind, with harlots, what's going to happen?
Spendeth his substance.
Yeah, because that's what it's about. She's about gain. She's about you spending on her, you giving to her. She don't come with the mentality of Proverbs. She don't consider a feeling by it. She don't consider nothing. Because that's not her agenda. Her agenda is not to build. It's to trap you, to suck out what you got financially, monetarily, burn it up, and then what? On to the next.
Burn off.
It says her throat is like an open sepulcher, full of dead men's bones, man. All that men she done sucked dry. She sucked their spirit. She sucked their finances. She sucked away their time. Man, a lot of men, you know, and that's it for the class. If y'all got questions, y'all can ask, but you got anything to add? A lot of men are out in this world scared of women for this very reason. Because they made one too many bad choices. They've been burnt. One too many. Good men, too. I'm talking about decent guys that ain't out there trying to pimp women and put them on drugs and beat them. Good men that are trying to deal with a family and deal with a woman the right way. And they're like, nah, I'm good. I'd rather just be like Paul. I'd rather just be simple. Single, yeah, I don't want no woman. I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to deal because they look, you know what's sad? You're looked at as all the same. Now, there has to be a difference between the clean and the unclean. You women in here and online that are learning and that are getting the wisdom, first and foremost, your example it got to be stepped up to the next level. Because what they're doing out in the world is stepping up their whoredom even more. That's right. Every year is something new. Every year it's less clothing. Every year it's a new slogan or it's a new song to keep you a little bit going towards the left. But guess what? Every year you got to step up and say, you know what? Let me inch further away from that. Every year you got to say, you know what? More Bible app, more listening, more humility, more study, more this, more that, more righteous things that's going to keep you on this side. Every year, because they working hard out there to bring you back into. They like, man, we need more hoes for the stroll, right? We need more hoes for the stroll, man. We need y'all. Y'all keep like it's getting thin, right? They saying that because there's more and more of us waking up, but as many of us wake up, some of us fall right back to the weak and beggarly elements. Abadiah, you had your hand
I
up?
was just saying that the little girls that they're in training, it's going to take them a minute to get to that, that age.
Yeah.
The women are at, but they got them in training.
Yeah, they got little 4-year-old hoes in training, man. Like literal get the bag type mentality. You got 4-year-olds talking about get the bag. Like, what the hell are you talking about? You 4.
All the words to Cardi B.
No, right, and that's my point. A lot of sisters in here, sisters in here got kids, not everyone, but your whole agenda should be for your daughter to not be like you. Or excuse me, no, not to be like the old you. The old you. You want her to be you now. And just like the men, your whole agenda should be what? My son, I don't want you to make the same exact mistakes that I made coming up. That's my agenda. I don't want my son to go through the things I went through. You don't got to go through 40 years of just... you don't got to have baby mamas.
Right.
He don't got to have child support. He don't got to have jail. He don't got to have drugs. He don't got to have none of that. He just got to listen. Right? He got to listen to his dad. Just like these daughters got to listen to their moms. But most importantly, my example has to always stay consistent. Just like you women. But then not just consistent, it got to keep going up a notch. Because as much as I'm pumping Bible, they're pumping weed. As much as I'm like, no, son, we got to read these scriptures and pray, they're like, nah, music videos, video games, and Roblox. The devil, Satan, up in the ante. We got to get better. Any questions? Any questions on the class? I mean, like we said, we're changing the. I know the brother just walked in. Let's get the bag. Get the bag is get the money.
The money.
By any means. Getting the bag is a stripper term.
Yeah.
It's a stripper term.
Basically, after all the dollar bills are thrown, they collect it all up in garbage bags.
Right.
They fill it up and then they go dump it in the back table to count it. So
Yeah.
when they talk about get the bag, they talk about get naked so you can get money.
And the sad part is the strippers don't even get the whole bag. You get like a quarter of that. The bag goes to the club or to your pimp. So they like get the bag, but you don't even get. You get like a Ziploc bag out of a trash bag. It is what it is, and it's all right. And it's all ones and quarters. So getting the bag is a facade. I'm just seeing what's on here. Y'all got any questions? What's up?
I was just saying, out there indoctrinating the younger girls, like city girls. They got this lyric: "Act up, you get smacked up."
Wait, say that one more time. You lost me.
They said in the song. They like teaching the ladies how to
Like to beat their men?
Yeah, act up, you'll get smacked up.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they've been on that. Remember old girl that was singing the song, taking the bat, the Louisville Slugger to the new headlights and all that crap?
Oh, yeah.
Reverse domestic violence on men. Like, yeah. I mean, you got to see the whole agenda, the whole feminist movement is to destroy a man, take away everything. Now we can beat on a man. He beat us, now we can beat him and not go to jail. We can get drunk like a man, we can get paid like a man. That's just the mind, bro. What else we got? Get on with your issues. Try. Anything in class? Caught or lie? Lie? All right, I mean, we're going to end it there. Remember, we changed the class time. We're doing 2 hours of class now. And then whatever questions y'all got, we'll take them on the Shabbat. All right, so we're doing class for the brother that walked in. I know we said 7 to 10, but now we're switching it up. We're doing 7 to 9. 2 hours. You know, we pump out a lot of information.
Yeah,
we pump out a lot of scriptures. 4 days, 5 days a week. Actually, 7 days a week. So we're just consolidating a little bit. That way the information can be digested. That's all it is. But we definitely still gonna be doing questions. Tomorrow, tomorrow's Thursday. They got class in Virginia. They're gonna be doing questions on Friday. We're gonna be here doing questions on Friday. We're just off camera. And then Saturday, Shabbat, after the reading, we take questions. All right, so we're not avoiding questions. Like whoever was online thinking that we was running from a simple, did Abraham pimp his wife question?
Super simple.
The sad part about that person is they've been rocking with us for a little bit. I don't get where the disdain or the contention came from because I didn't answer their question right away.
It wasn't a question, it was an accusation.
Or an accusation.
Put the fathers on trial.
I'm like, get rid of your Hebrew name then. Anyway, enough of that. If that's it, we thank everybody for joining. It was a good class. Very good class. We thank y'all for joining us online. Everybody in class, we thank you. And we'll be back Friday. Let's salute them online. Let's say shalom.
Shalom.
Jesus is real, but you devils taught lies on Christ. So many lies that when we come with the truth, people think that the lies is the truth and that the truth is the lie. We changed the truth for God into a lie.